while I remember, guys, please check out the VR Pilot channel. I've actually got his channel linked in the description below. He has just bought a Reverb G2, and he's also got a Quest 2, and I think he'll be doing some comparisons. So please check out his channel. It's fantastic, very polished, and he really needs a few more subscribers because he totally deserves it. So please go along and subscribe to his channel. It's in the link in the description below. Okay, guys. Right. What else we got here? So, this is Aerofly FS2. Absolutely, it's a superb sim. I love it, and I'm half on the runway here, but I don't think we're going to get any traffic, so I think we'll be fine. I've got a 1080 Ti card, so no problems there. Oh my god, I've just realised there's 118 people in the chat. Oh crap. Okay, I'll do my best to answer everybody. I might not be doing much flying at this rate, to be honest. 3080 is overkill. To be honest, I don't think it is. I think once the 3080 Ti comes out, guys, honestly, I mean, I'm no technical, boffin, but I really do feel that the 3080 Ti card will be the best card if you're moving up from, say, a 1080 Ti card. I think that'll be a really good match for this headset, because, when it comes to the G2, the resolution is so incredible. You're going to need plenty of sort of graphics power, should we say, to run it. By the way, I'm upscaling at the moment in Aerofly as well as Steam VR, so the image I'm getting is pretty much from edge to edge clarity, because the sweet spot always seems a lot more clearer when you're upscaling this headset, and it feels amazing, guys. It's absolutely incredible. Okay, so hopefully the levels are going to be okay now. I've got a feeling it's going to get loud in the cockpit once I start this aircraft, but if it is, I'll just change the aircraft again. We'll just keep changing it until we get it right. Okay, guys, is that all right? Thank you so much for everybody's amazing support on the channel. This last week has been absolutely crazy. It's been just amazing, and I really do appreciate sort of sharing, really, all these experiences with you guys, because yeah, it's really exciting. Right, shall I just take off then and get on with it, because I'll just literally be right, let's hope it's not going to be too loud. If it is, please let me know, because these index style headphones sound absolutely fantastic. Oh god, that was weird. Right, here we go. Oh, Aerofly FS2, guys. It is so smooth. It is amazing, this sim. And I'm getting a very silky, about between 45 and 60 frames per second, which might not sound a lot for a lot of you VR gamer guys out there that get 90 frames per second. But for us flight simmer geeks, trust me, this is pretty much the holy grail in terms of performance. So we're just going to have a bit of a fly around here. And we're going to head to Jungfrau, which is basically famed for being the top of Europe, and it's oh god, it's a really incredible mountain range, or mountain shall I say, and it's over that direction there. We're going to head in that direction, and I'm just going to check the chat again to make sure that the sound is okay. Do you know what, I'm starting to realise I'm not very good at multitasking. Oh dear. Right, anyway, so yeah, tracking, guys, it's really good. There's nothing wrong with the tracking at all for general use. If you really want to use it for, say, I don't know, exercise games, or if you're going to be going crazy with your controls all over your head and everything, and the back of your head and all that, which, I mean, if that's your kind of experience and you're going to be going mental with it, then maybe it's not the right headset for you. But I've been playing Half-Life, guys. I might put a bit on the channel at some point, but I have had zero tracking issues with Half-Life, and I've been messing around with a couple of shooter games as well. No problems at all. It feels great. I don't know what else I can say, really. It really is good. Is motion sickness a problem in the sim? Can't wait until G2 and fly Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yes, well actually, if you've never flown in VR before, guys, I would recommend, I know it sounds crazy, but just fly for about 5 minutes, then have a break. Then go back to it, say an hour later, try 10 minutes, have a break. and then maybe just stick to about 10-15 minutes for about a week and just really get what we call in the VR flight sim world VR legs, you know, because you do feel sick, guys. I felt horrendous when I first started using VR, so I hope that gives you some encouragement that when I first started using VR I felt really sick, and I just thought, oh my god, I'm just not going to be able to get used to this. But you know what, guys, I can now be in the headset all day long. I've actually been flying all day today in a few sims, and yeah, it's just fantastic. I've got 4 hours in this headset today and all is well, and my aircraft is overheating. Oh, that's cool that Aerofly models that. Look at this for views. Now if you like graphics, guys, if you like flying and you like 4K incredible resolution, Aerofly FS2 is the sim. It just is. It's where you need to be. I'm absolutely loving this. Every time I fly in this sim, I'm just laughing like a little kid. It's just incredible. Look at it. In the G2, this is insane. Absolutely insane. Right. Can you share your DCS graphics settings in a separate video random YT? Does that stand for YouTube? Yes. I'm thinking about doing a sort of DCS graphics setup thing, but to be honest, I feel a little bit like I'm not really I don't know enough about all those tweaking sort of settings. I mean, I can just share what I do if that helps, but I'm certainly not a guru. I'm not really I don't want to give you guys impressions that I you know, the oracle of VR. I don't. I'm just basically a guy who likes VR just like you. But I can certainly do a setup video if it helps. You never know, there might be a bit of information there that might be useful. Well, Aerofly runs smoothly on the G2 with a 1080 Ti card. Henry, that's exactly what I'm doing right now, look. Way, look at that. Yes, Henry, I'm using a 1080 Ti card and I'm upscaling this headset like crazy. I'm probably upscaling it about 50% more than what the actual native resolution is, and the result is just pretty jaw-dropping to say the least, and I'm getting 45 to 60 frames per second, no problem at all. So yeah, all good. XX, how is the field of view? Well, this is a contentious issue, and you know what, one person's field of view will be different to anyone else's. For me personally, the field of view is way better than the Rift S. Definitely, it's, you know, you can really tell, and the only reason I can say that is because I've been using the Rift S recently just to compare, and I never realised how the difference in field of view between those two headsets is a big deal. In terms of the G1, it's probably a little bit better, but to be honest, for me it feels the same. I'm not sure if anyone else who has both headsets can chime in and see what they think. But it's all to do with IPD, guys. 65 is mine, and you know, you need to have that dialed in properly, otherwise the field of view will suffer. I was hoping he might let slip. What's that? Oh, I missed that one, Centurion. I realise that, thanks, but guess... See, I'm trying my hardest here too. The chat is going crazy. 187 people watching. That is ridiculous. Looks amazing. Hopefully my 1080 can keep up. Maybe, hopefully, I need a 1080 Ti brain, I think, because I'm not going to be able to talk fast enough. If anyone knows of any 1080 Ti cards for my brain, please let me know and I'll install it now so I can help with all the chat. Melissa, yes, definitely motion sickness does happen, but yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Melissa. She's pretty. She knows her VR now, you know. That girl. She's a bit. She's VR flight sim girl. And yeah, she knows her stuff about VR, so she might be able to help with some of the questions. Right, I'm just going a bit further behind the chat so I can. Cracker, what, no cake? Yeah, there is cake. I'm pleased to say Melissa has an assortment of biscuits and cake, and lots of nice... In fact, we've actually got a nice new coffee machine, so if anyone wants a decent latte, please let me know and I'll get it ordered. What else we got here? Jungfrau, great railway trip. Totally, yeah. Absolutely. I'm going to go back and do that, because we did this on the bike, but we didn't do the railway trip. D-Mods, got my G2 as well 2 days ago, been the best time, hope you're enjoying yours. That is amazing, I'm so pleased you're enjoying it. Please let me know, guys, how many of you have got a G2 now, how many of you are... sorry, I got a bit confused where I was then for a minute in the cloud. How many of you got your tracking details? Oh god, this is amazing. Thanks guys so much for all of the chat. This is crazy. I'm really doing my best, and what I'll do is I'll probably watch it again later and then answer some of these questions the best I can. How are you seeing chat in VR? Are you viewing the desktop inside VR? Basically, Aquatic, I'm using, in fact this might come up on the screen, actually no it won't. Basically the controller button, we've got a Windows button, and I really love this about Windows Mixed Reality. You know, actually it's not as bad as what people say. I actually really like the software, generally speaking. I think it's come on leaps and bounds. But if you press the Windows button, I'm viewing my virtual desktop here on a little window. You won't be seeing that because it won't obscure your view, but I can see it. And I'm using OBS to capture the Aerofly itself. So that's how I'm doing it. It's pretty easy. Right, what else we got here? Yeah, it's not cheap, totally. Yeah, the Jungfrau train. That's why we didn't do it, because we was doing a Europe trip, and we was about 3 weeks into it, and we already spent a lot of money, and we thought, should we do it? I kind of wish we did now, to be honest, but yeah, it's a good excuse to go back. Right, anyway, guys, we're going to go nice and low now, and do a bit of terrain masking, as they call it. It's a shame I couldn't use the Just Flight Hawk, by the way, guys. If any of you are looking for a jet trainer for this sim, the Just Flight Hawk has just been released, and it's fantastic. The thing is, unfortunately, it's a bit too loud at the moment for my levels, so we're in a different aircraft. This is friggin' awesome, guys, honestly. Absolutely fantastic, so smooth. Especially as I'm upscaling this crazy amount here. And look at the detail here. Beautiful. I love this sim, honestly. Aerofly FS2 needs more people to support it because it just isn't enough. Important question. Colours. I'm wondering if this headset would fit my 12-year-old son. What other VR headsets can you compare the headset fitting to? If my son can wear a Quest 1 with the G2 fit him, nice stream. Right, I tell you what, colours, actually, this is very important, guys. This headset is a little bit big in terms of the fitting. You need a fairly big head. I don't know how other people have experienced this, but Melissa, she's my partner, she's got a very small head, like a cat-sized head, and it doesn't really fit her. It just doesn't fit very well. Even me, I've got this strap setting tighter on the G2 than I do have on the G1. So bear that in mind. So it might be a bit of a tricky one. Colours, Mrtv. No, I'm not Mrtv. He's a fantastic channel. I've got a lot of respect for Sebastian. I think he's awesome. And yeah, I mean, you know, he doesn't need any more. Oh, he's here. Hey, Seb. Fantastic. I didn't even know you were here. That's absolutely amazing. Oh no, now I feel really nervous. Yeah, love your channel, man. Thank you so much for all of your content. It's just been, you know, we need more channels like you on YouTube. We really do. And honestly, Seb, if you haven't tried Aerofly FS2 yet and the G2, you've got to try it. It's amazing. It's fantastic. It's just mind-blowing. I love it so much. So thank you so much, Sebastian, for coming and saying hello. Oh, bless you, man. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Oh, cool. We've got a celebrity in the chat, guys. Sebastian is here. That is so friggin' awesome. Oh, my God. Thank you. This is so cool, guys. Thank you so much for all your support. 217 views. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, the G2, guys, is an absolute winner from HP. It's just one of those headsets that what they kind of did, in my opinion anyway, is they took the G1 and listened to everybody's feedback of what they didn't like. And then they just made it that little bit better in the crucial areas. Better controllers, better tracking, better visuals, better optics. It's more comfortable, the audio's better. It's an overall superb upgrade. And I wouldn't be saying all this if it wasn't true, guys. Honestly, it's fantastic and I love it. Wow. Oh, you played a bit of it, Seb? Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, it's really cool to just kind of mess around and just fly around Switzerland. In fact, I wish Germany would be, I think maybe there might be some sort of scenery package for Germany. I'd love to fly around there. And hopefully, Sebastian, once all this lockdown rubbish is finished and we all get back to normal again, I would love to come and visit you and try out all of your VR headsets. That would be fantastic. It really does, Seb. Absolutely, it's fantastic. So cool to have you in the chat. Thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot. It really does. Right, I'm trying to get through the chat here. It's really difficult flying a plane and looking at the chat. But yeah, everybody, honestly, it's fantastic having you all here. I'm just looking through the chat here. 3090, yeah. If anyone's got a 3090 card, my goodness me, I can imagine it runs incredible. In fact, if anything, it's probably a little bit overkill. Should we have a look outside, guys, at the aircraft here? Oh, here we go. There's a flyby view here. Look at that. And I've got my gear down. What a noob. Too busy talking. There we go. Check this out, guys, for visuals. Look at this. Amazing. Living proof that you can have a mid-range computer and still enjoy flight simulation. In the Reverb G2. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Right, let's get really low down now. Pretty cool. I think the only thing I do need, guys, I need a straw because I've got a cup of tea and I'm going to struggle to drink it. That's the only problem we have in VR. Oh man. Right, here we go then. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, I think the tracking's fantastic, and Mrtv has done loads of tracking tests, by the way, so I'm sure you've already checked out his channel, but if you haven't, check it out. I'll put a link in the description below after I've finished trying to fly without crashing. And yeah, really, really helpful. Oh, I'm swamped by questions here. This is amazing. Thank you so much, guys. This is so cool to be here together. Thanks, guys. Chippy, hit that thumbs up button, folks. Only 29 out of 218. Yeah, please feel free to. I hate saying this really, but you know, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. It really helps me out. I do appreciate it. We're nearly at 5,000 subscribers, guys. That is absolutely insane. I never thought in my wildest dreams I'd ever get to that crazy number. So honestly, your support really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. It really does. So yeah, sweet spot in this thing is just fantastic, especially when you just upscale the headset just that little bit, which you can get away with in Aerofly FS2. You can also get away with it in X-Plane 11 at the moment, guys. Check out my video. The Windows Mixed Reality mirror is causing a few stutters, so it's not the best in terms of how it looks on the YouTube video itself, but trust me, it is really smooth. Look at the scenery here, guys. This looks absolutely incredible. Totally photorealistic. And the audio as well really brings, I just feel like I'm totally here. And the field of view just is not an issue for me at all. I just don't find it a distraction because of that beautiful clarity. It's absolutely fantastic. It really is. Flight Sim versus Mrtv Beat Saber. Well, I'll tell you what, I've never played it before. I'd probably be absolutely hopeless at it, so yeah. Bash the like button. Thank you, Centurion. I really do appreciate your help there. Much appreciated. Yeah, feel free to thumbs up. It means a lot. Thank you. Aerofly always looks good in VR and uses much lower resources than X-Plane DCS. Totally agree. This is why I wanted to showcase it, guys, because if any of you are new to flight simming, or even if you're an old hand like me, oh god, I can't see anything now. There was a mountain there. Oh god. Hang on a second. Right, I didn't want to crash. That would be very bad. You know, Aerofly FS2 is a superb sim. Just to get really into it. Let's do some crazy stuff here. Let's just go really close this mountain. I haven't had one single stutter yet. My controller is here, guys, and it stays where you put it. You can leave it on your lap as you're gaming or simming, and it just stays where it is. There's sort of, you know, in terms of how it behaves, I think it behaves better than my Rift S controller, without a doubt. Okie dokie, right, I'll try and get through a few more questions if I can. Yeah, as I say, God rays in the Quest 2 are really bad as compared to the G2. Really, Sebastian, that's really interesting. Wow. Is it fair to say, Seb, at the moment that your favourite headset right now is the G2? Be interested to hear your thoughts on that. Thank you so much for being here. It's amazing we've got such celebrity in the chat. Richie, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. If I'm looking to my right, guys, I'm just looking at the chat here. It seems like you're kind of talking amongst yourselves here, which is great. That gives me a chance to concentrate on the flying. Wow, so many people talking. This is crazy. In fact, Sebastian, you're really helping me out here. Thank you. Right, tell you what we'll do then, we'll find an airfield and we'll do some shenanigans. How about that? We'll do a few loops and rolls and all sorts of things. And we'll look outside again. My flaps are down at the moment. Get them back there. Look at that for a view. Oh my god, that is so cool. Loving it. The colours, guys, in this headset is just so nice. Like, I can see all the greens and all the blue of the sky. Everything just looks so vivid, but not in a cartoon way, just very natural. And you know, there's a complete lack of screen door effect as well, which is just remarkable, really. It's even better than the G1, which is just incredible, really. Right then, let's see if we can find an airfield. There's one down that way, but I'll tell you what, we'll go this way and have a look. Scenery here is just spectacular. And you know, even now, I still feel a bit of motion. Like just then, as I banked really hard right and then down, I felt a bit of motion. But that, I don't actually want that to ever disappear, because that feeling of flight is what VR is all about. Feeling like you're there, the one-to-one scale of everything. You know what it's about, guys. That's why you're here. So here we go. We've found an airfield. We're going to do a few shenanigans here, put on a display for the local residents, and hopefully won't get into any trouble. I think we'll start with a bit of a loop. So here we go. Full power, and up we go. You cannot beat this experience. It is just so incredible. Topping out about 8,000 feet. Engines still idle, and hopefully with a bit of luck we won't crash. Fingers crossed, seatbelts on. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a tight loop, this one, isn't it? Whoa, there we go. And we're back down again. Oh, that is incredible, love it. And all with such smooth performance as well. Here we go, we'll just do a bit of a fancy turn here and get back down onto the display line again. Oh god, the resolution of this thing, I will never get bored of it, I don't think. I think it's just, I never got bored of the G1's display, but now it's even better with the increased sweet spot and the colours. And here we go, we'll just go upside down. Oh my god. This sort of thing, you know, I wouldn't recommend doing this unless, you know, you're used to VR. Because you do feel it, even I feel the motion. But boy, is it just the most incredible experience. Love it. And back down again, and what I'll do is I'll just do one more pass and then I'll check the chat again, because I don't want you to think I'm not, you know, listening to you guys. In fact, what we'll do a bit of a barrel roll, actually. There we go. Oh, really feeling that there. That is just brilliant. Loving it. Hope you enjoyed our little display here. Right, okay. that's enough shenanigans for a moment. I'll just check the chat again. Hopefully. 240 people watching. That is insane. Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. You need your VR legs, without a doubt. I can't wait. Change my G2 in shipping in 4 days and get off from work. So, yeah, totally agree. Yeah, hopefully get it soon. Thanks, Sebastian, for answering everybody's questions in the chat. That really is helpful. I really do appreciate it. He's the man. He knows more than anybody else all the information about this headset and more, because Sebastian has tried every single headset out on the market. Very jealous. And you've even got an 8KX, which is, you know, probably the one of the highest resolution headsets out there that could compete with the Reverb G2. So he knows his stuff, guys, without a doubt. And it's an absolute pleasure to have him in the chat. Okay, so what is the minimum manual IPD? I think, to be honest, I think is it 60 or 61? I can't remember without checking, but in fact, if I move it on the screen, I think, no, you're not going to be able to see it. But just to say, Melissa has an IPD of 1. She's actually, no, I'm joking. I'm sorry, I'm only joking, Melissa. But she has an IPD of about 58, really quite narrow, and she did struggle with the G1. She's also, unfortunately, struggling a little bit with the G2. But I think some of that might be the fact that her fitment of the headset isn't quite right, and that is crucial. But for me personally, I used to have to shuffle the headset around to get into the sweet spot. I don't need to do that anymore. I just literally put it on my head how it feels, and I'm in the sweet spot because it's a lot larger. But I hope, yeah. Oh, 60 millimeters. Thank you, Seb. Yeah. But the sweet spot is great. Absolutely, it really is. Yeah, so I mean, you know, your mileage might vary actually. I think, to be honest, the reason why Melissa was struggling so much is because she couldn't quite get fit on her head, because she has a cat-sized head. So, but my friend, by the way, is another friend of mine that's got a G2. Sorry, hasn't got a G2. That's a lie. He's ordered a G2. Sorry, and his IPD is 59. So as soon as I hear back from him, I'll let you guys know what he thinks. So many questions, guys. This is so cool. Thank you so much. 58. How is the control? Yeah, I'll tell you what, Centurion, I'll just show you that now. What I'm going to have to do though, I'm just going to back off a bit because my keyboard's in the way. I'm just going to center the view a bit. And what I'm going to show you is the... Actually, I need to be on the sim itself. And this is, right, this is my hand, as you can see here, clever little severed hand. And look, I can pinch my fingers together to manipulate all the buttons and switches. So if I come down here, you know, before the G1 would lose tracking doing that. I'm really, really low down now. The controller's basically underneath the arm of my chair, and I can still use all these buttons. I'm trying not to crash at the same time. So you can see here, guys, I'm moving all of these fancy knobs and switches and stuff, which I've no idea what any of this does, to be honest. But I don't think it does a lot in this sim, in this aircraft anyway. But yeah, as you can see, guys, it all works really well. And in terms of tracking, I can move the hand really far back, completely out of my field of view, and back again, no problems. And that's vertical and horizontal. The only time it breaks a bit of tracking is if I get to about there. I'm literally got my hand right up, and you can see it's just struggling to track, and now it's back again. In terms of going really close to my headset, look at that. Oh, in fact, I've actually hit I've hit the headset with the ring, and I'm still getting... Yeah, I mean, look, guys, if you're doing shooters, right, if you're like doing a first-person shooter and you're aiming down the sight, look, I bet I'm right close to the headset, and it's not a problem at all. So for me, I think the tracking is exceptional. Considering, I think the only weak area for me, well, there isn't one, to be honest, but if there is for other people, would be because there's no camera on top of the headset, which means that you know, it might lose tracking a little bit if say, you know, what would you be doing? What kind of game would you be playing if you got your hand right up there? I have no idea, but you know, that might be an issue, but I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem for most people anyway, to be honest. So flying with a Warthog, picking up and putting down touch controllers kind of sucks, which they could go straight for hand recognition. Yeah, that would be cool, definitely. Absolutely. Right guys, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to find somewhere to land now. Do you know what? This is the point as well with this G2. I've already spotted an airfield already, and I'm like 15,000 feet up, and I can already see there's an airfield down there, and it's really clear because you can see distant objects really well. That's important for a lot of you DCS guys out there. That's a common question I notice that people ask. Can you see into the far distance? Can you pick out those targets? Yes, you can, guys. You really can. It's superb. Throwing a grenade. Yes, good point, actually. Yeah, throwing a grenade. Right, imagine I'm throwing a grenade. Well, that's fine. That works fine. What I mean, guys, what I mean is, like, vertically, if you've got your hand right up there, vertically, in front of you, that is a bit of a problem there. That's where it breaks tracking. If it's behind you and up, then it's fine, because it's in the line of sight of both the tracking sensors. So you can, look, I'm literally throwing. I would be throwing a grenade now, and that looks to me like that would be fine. And I'm sat down as well, guys, and I haven't done the room scale tracking of this headset either, so I think throwing a grenade will be fine. The G2 also flips, doesn't it? Yes, it does, Aquatic. I really like that feature. It's brilliant. If you want to just quickly check in VR if things are working, you can just basically just, you know, it's like a big hinge that goes right up, and you just can look straight into it without no problems at all. I had the Rift and have the Rift S. VR is a great way to get killed because you can't see anyone. Fair enough. That's a bit of a weird comment, but fair enough. You know, you got a good point there, I suppose. You know, you could get burgled whilst in VR, but at least they won't take your headset. That's the important thing here, guys, isn't it? You know, if I'm getting burgled right now, so long as my G2 stays on my head, I know that I'll still be able to fly in VR, and that's the main thing. Yeah, absolutely. Sebastian has made some really in-depth analysis and testing, not of just the G2, but comparing it to different headsets, as well as other headsets as well. And he is my go-to channel for everything VR related. He knows his stuff, and yeah, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, guys, I just want to know why, because seriously, he is the man, without a doubt. And I'm not just saying that, trust me, I really love his channel. Superb. Here we go. We're going to get nice and low. I've actually lost the airfield now, so never mind. We'll just go really low into the weeds. I hope you're enjoying the flying, guys. I hope that you're not feeling too sick. How's the audio? That's probably the easiest question I'm going to be able to answer all day long, and Sebastian will back me up here that the audio of this headset is absolutely first class. There's just, I think every headset, every VR headset should have this style of headphone. In fact, it would be great if Valve could sort of make a bit more money and help them out a bit because of their investment in VR. If they could, like, get Oculus and, you know, all of the other headsets that are out there, and get them to have this design, because quite honestly they've cracked it first time. I think it's superb. Mrtv for the win, guys. Totally, absolutely. Climbing also works well. Yeah, Sebastian, I've been playing Half-Life recently again, and I don't know about you, but playing in this headset is like seeing it for the first time again. It's just seeing all those colours and the crispness and the audio, which you would have been used to in the Index. For me, I played it on the Rift S before, and yeah, it's a massive difference. And I was climbing the other day, and yeah, that works perfectly fine, no problems at all. What else we got here? Wow, so many people in the chat. This is crazy. Audio is great. The ground looks so amazing. It looks like filmed with video camera and not computer graphics. Totally agree. Honestly, Aerofly is very handy. Right, just to let you know, guys, when I record videos in X-Plane and DCS and people go, oh, it's horrible, it's stuttery, it looks crap, oh my god, it's like a film from the 1980s. What I'm seeing in the headset is this. This is what I'm looking at right now. It looks like this in other sims, but the trouble is the Windows Mixed Reality mirror just doesn't pick it up very well. So I need to find a better solution to bring you better content, really. So if you've got any suggestions, please let me know. Greetings from Bermuda Islands. Hey Norman, great to see you. It's great I can see it at a distance. Absolutely, Wade, it really is. Feels like the first time. Yeah, totally. Let's have a look here. Looking forward to Half-Life Alex. Yeah, absolutely. I might put a bit of footage on there next week if you're interested. I might just... I'm not very good at it, guys, so you don't expect me to be amazing at it. Let's have a look outside again. Beautiful playing this. This scenery is just insane. 60 frames per second, no stutters. Oh, it's beautiful. It's worth owning this headset, even if you just do this. Right, check out the chat again. I'll just go back in the cockpit. If I remember the button, that's the one. G1 for sale for £300. Cheeky, but I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Right, guys, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to find somewhere to land, because I don't want to be too long. But what we'll do is, I think that airfield is a little bit too small, so we'll have a look down this valley here. But thank you so much, guys, for everybody. 270 viewers. Oh my god, that is fantastic. Which one is this, Jose? This is DCS, and this is one of the default planes, actually, because I was going to use the Just Flight Hawk, but unfortunately the sound is a bit too loud and I don't want to blast your ears away, so yeah, I've decided to use this. Globe, am I using a lighthouse tracking? No, I'm using inside out tracking. And just to let you know, guys, I've had my controller on my lap now, as you know, for ages. About half an hour I've just left it on my lap. Not once has it fallen asleep, not once has it gone weird and started jittering around. It stayed exactly where I put it. The Rift S controllers don't do that. Just thought I'd let you know that. So here's a shock conclusion right here, guys. I said this in my last video, but this is quite a hammer blow of a conclusion. I'm going to say this, guys, and honestly, this is crazy. I think the Windows Mixed Reality tracking, okay, the Reverb tracking in the G2 is better for flight simulation than any other headset, particularly the Oculus inside out tracking. It's better than that, even lighthouse tracking, because with lighthouse tracking, if you look down at your FMS or overhead panel or whatever, you might be obscured by the sensors. And if, say, with the Rift S, which I do all the time, leave my controller on my lap, after about 3 minutes it starts doing this, and it'll be in your face. You think, what the hell's going on there? And you have to like kind of reset it. These controllers do not do that. So literally this controller setup with the G2 is the best for flight simulation. So there you are. That's my conclusion anyway. I think that's pretty cool. Definitely, Seb. Yeah, totally. Honestly, I'm being... I mean, I wasn't expecting to say that, but it really is just the way that they sit on your lap and they just stay where... And you can just basically grab them. Because I suppose when you're flying, you know, you're going to be using yokes and things, which is... you're going to be using hardware. So you're not always going to have the controller. I mean, you can use the controller to fly, but I recommend using a yoke or a joystick so you can do stuff like that. Whoa, look at this. Right, we've got to find an airfield here, guys. I'm completely lost now. I'm totally lost. Let's go back into the mountains again. Go back into the beautiful scenery and find somewhere to land. Flight Simulator 2020 looks beautiful. I will buy it. Totally. At the moment, I'm quite happy to say I'm in the VR beta at the moment, but I really can't say anything just yet. hopefully in about a week or so time. I mean, I don't know any timescales, guys. They haven't told us, but I'm hoping very soon it's going to be released, and I'll be able to start showing you some content of Microsoft Flight Simulator in the G2. But I will say, and I've said this a few times now, it is friggin' awesome. It really is. It's just amazing. It really is. And I can't say any more than that. But I'm allowed to say that simply because the way I see it, Asobo said that in a podcast, that VR is amazing. So I am able to get away with saying that at least. Jose, will you play Euro Truck Simulator 2? I've never played in fact, I've never even played Train Simulator. I've got it downloaded, but never even tried it. But yeah, maybe I can give it a go. Actually, I think that would be pretty cool. D-Mods, did you try setting up the mirror to 1080p? Windows Mixability Portal, display app window. Thanks, D-Mods. I might try that actually, because I think it defaults to 720p. So good call there, mate. Thank you so much. I'll have a look at that. What else we got here? It would be awesome if it was possible to stream in 1440p. And yeah, I know, guys. I know. You know, I'm pretty new to this YouTube game, to be honest. I haven't been doing it very long. I've only been doing it for a year, and you know, I'm learning, guys. So I'm going to do things wrong sometimes, and some of the videos are going to be probably not quite the quality that I was hoping for. But it's all a learning experience. By the way, guys, I just want to also say the head tracking of the G2 is so much better for me. I've actually, in fact. Yeah, I've got no lights on in my room at the moment. I've just got a bit of natural light, and it's going to be getting very dark soon in the UK. In fact, it's probably already a bit getting dark. And the head tracking's still really good. And if I look here to my left-hand side, all I can see is a wall. Well, not in VR, obviously, but there's a wall there. Every time I used to look to the left in the G1, right back there, in fact, I'm craning my neck there, the tracking would go crazy. I don't get that issue with the G2. Seriously, guys, I need to find somewhere to land. This is where the hell am I? I've no idea. I tell you what, let's just go down this valley one more time, and I'll find somewhere to land. I'll give you a bit of an outside view here as well. And I'll give my... Oh, hang on. Here we go. We found somewhere. That will do nicely, I think. Oh no, hang on, that's the wrong button. There we go. That's quite a small airfield, but you know what it'll do. Just so I can land safely, because I care about all of your safety. Please keep your trays in the upright position. This is how, if you ever fly a Ryanair flight, this is what it's like when they're coming for landing. I love it. Norman, did you feel this is now the real VR2 experience while using the HP Reverb G2? That is a fantastic question, Norman. Is this next generation VR? Oh, God. That's a good question, really. Because I've got to really think about it. I'm trying to think of the upgrades. I don't think it's quite Generation 2 yet, no. I think it's an evolution. If you compare this to, say, the CV1, if you're coming from the CV1, then yes, this is Generation 2. But if you're coming from, say, a Rift S or a G1, or probably like a Vive Pro or something like that, then this is a huge upgrade, and it's an evolution of VR. But I would not call it Generation 2 yet. I think Generation 2 should have foveated rendering and eye tracking and proper sort of finger tracking. So I think that's my honest opinion on that one, guys. Right, anyway, I'm just going to come into land now. 286 people watching. That's... Wow, I better land properly then, don't I? No pressure here. That's incredible. I can't believe so many people are watching. Thank you so much. Absolute pleasure. Right, gears coming down. Wish me luck, guys. This might be a bit messy. Hopefully not. There we go. In fact, my controller has just gone to sleep, I think. Which is fine, considering I haven't been using it. Right, here we go. Coming in for a landing, and I'm way too fast. And the gear's gone up. Whoops. There we go. Ah, it's great fun. probably already asked multiple times. I've been reading a lot about the tracking. The tracking's really good. In fact, I've talked about the tracking a few times. So yeah, it really is superb. And I've got a feeling I'm too fast here, guys. So I might have to do a go around. 150 miles an hour. That's too fast. Watch that tree. Oh my god. Yeah, this airfield's probably more for general aviation aircraft, to be honest. Oh, come on. Brake. Stop. This runway's, it's like a roller coaster ride. Oh god, we've made it. I think we've now slowed down. Whew, that was close. Oh, this simulator is so smooth. Please let me know in the comments, guys, what you'd like to see next. Would you like to see a bit of Half-Life Alyx, or a bit of DCS or X-Plane? There's no buildings at this particular place, but that's fine. We'll just park over here, and then I'll just have a look at the chat again, guys. Oh, my taxiing skills is absolutely hopeless. Apologies. Thank you, Paul. Love watching your channel. Keep up the good work. Really appreciate it, mate. Thank you. We're all in this because we love VR. We love flying. And guys, Sebastian, Mrtv is in the chat. Can you believe it? So we are, you know, honoured to have him in the chat today. It's absolutely incredible. Really do appreciate it. And there we go. That will do nicely. I've nearly been going an hour. I was only going to be on for about half an hour, so that's pretty amazing. Right, there we go. So that's our little flight today in Aerofly FS2. I'll just check the chat and answer some of your questions again. So many people in the chat. It's just fantastic. What's the sim? It is Aerofly FS2. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put the chat window directly in front of the aircraft, so that means I'm not looking to the side. There we go. Fantastic. So DCS. Okay, it looks like DCS is winning for the next video. Brake pads are screaming. Yeah, I need to change the brake pads now. Can you smell? That's brake pad like really bad, because yeah, I did. That was a pretty bad landing. Stop. Oh man, this has been amazing, guys. Honestly, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thanks, Centurion. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to Mrtv for literally, he's been answering loads of the questions in the chat, which has really helped me out actually. And I really do appreciate all your support. I'll see you all again very soon. I'm probably going to go now, to be honest. I would love to carry on, to be honest, but I think I'll probably best go because the light it's probably going to be dark in this room soon. So yeah, really great. It's been fantastic, and I'll see you all again very, very soon for more content. Bye bye for now, guys. Take care.